Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. My name is Taylor Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I did this really pretty pink glittery glam eye look. This is the perfect transitioning into fall kind of look. I know the first day of fall was like yesterday or a couple days ago. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, like my video, leave me a comment, follow my social media, and everything that I use will be linked in the description box below just in case you guys want to find it easier or if I miss anything. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So to begin this video, I'm actually going in with this Milani concealer and a little e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm actually going to go ahead and prime my lids with this concealer. I am going in and doing the eyes first because we are using glitter today, and I do not want to use the glitter and then it fall onto the face and ruin the base that we've already made. And as you can tell, I am bringing this concealer all the way to the inner corner, and I'm going on the outer corners in like a little triangle shape, just so whenever I'm blending the shades out in the outer corner that nothing gets too patchy and everything is nice and pigmented. So for eyeshadow, I'm going in with the Violet Voss Essentials eyeshadow palette. I'm taking the shade Dusty Rose, which is just this really beautiful light pink shade. I'm picking this up on this little IT Cosmetics Airbrush Blending a Crease brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and begin working this into the transition area. I am laying this color down just so that all of the other shades blend into it better and so that we do not have any harsh lines. And as you can see, I am bringing this from inner to outer corner, but I'm focusing most of this product on the outer corner, and I'm just kind of lightly dusting it on the inner corner. Like I said, this is just a base shade for everything else to blend out into. I really like to use a transition shade to begin with. I just feel like it makes the whole blending process a lot easier. So I'm sticking to this same eyeshadow palette. I'm going in with the shade Cinnamon, which is this really beautiful warm brown shade. And I'm switching it to a little Morphe brush. It's just a little bit more defined. And I'm taking this shade and I'm putting it directly into the crease. And I'm also blending it around on the outer corner of the eye. I am keeping this shade mostly on the outer, like 2/3 of the eye. I am bringing in just a smidge on the inner corner just to add a little bit of depth, but I am not doing too much with that. I just don't want the inner corner to be blank, but I want most of the shadow pigmentation on the outer corner. And then I'm just running through really quickly and taking that Dusty Rose shade, and I'm just kind of blending a little bit to make sure that the cinnamon shade just blends in nicely. Staying in that same palette, I'm going in with the shade Black, and it's just a really true black shade. I'm switching to this little MŌDA crease brush, and I am taking this little by little because, as you guys know, blacks are super hard to blend because once you put too much on, you're done for. Like, everything's gonna get muddy and it's not gonna be a good look. So, I am taking this black shade little by little, and I am blending as I go with soft little strokes so that the black does not go up too high and does not go anywhere we do not need it. And as you can see, I am keeping this black mainly on the outer V of the eye. I am bringing it into the crease like a little bit further in, a little bit, but for the most part, I'm keeping most of this shade on the outer corner. And now I'm going back to that little Morphe brush. I'm taking a little bit more of that brown, and I'm just blending at the edges of that black just to make sure we have no harsh lines. Y'all know the drill. And then going back in with a little bit of Dusty Rose to blend some more. Now I am actually putting a little bit of that black shade on my little Morphe brush, and I am just taking it and I am just sweeping it around really lightly. I use the black on this brush afterwards because it just blends the color out as you put it down. So I had that little base of that black down, and now I'm just blending it. And then, of course, going back in with the Dusty Rose shade and blending the edges again. Now, once again, sticking with this same palette, I'm going in with this beautiful shade called Plumberry. It's just a really beautiful purple shimmery shade. And I'm taking this on a little Alamar Cosmetics flat painter brush. I did wet my brush with a little bit of setting spray before I applied this shade. You can also apply it with your finger. I actually went ahead and went over top with my finger, but I didn't get it on camera somehow. So just so y'all know, you can go in with your finger, and to be honest, this color is a lot more pigmented using your finger to apply it. But anyways, I am applying this shade to like 2/3 of the lid. As you can see, I am blending it on the outer corner into that black, but not too much. Now I'm taking this little Ace Beauty Glimmer shadow in the shade Huckleberry. It's just a beautiful purpley pink shimmery shade, and I'm taking this on my finger as well, and I'm just tapping right over where we put that purple shade, and this just lightens the color up a little bit and adds a little bit more shimmer. Now I'm taking this e.l.f. blending eye brush, and I'm taking a little bit more of this black shade, once again going in little by little, and I'm really going in and putting this directly into the crease just to deepen up that area and bring some dimension to the eyes. And then, you guessed it, I'm going back in with that Dusty Rose shade, the very first shade we used, and I'm just using this to go along the edges and diffuse that black out and make sure that all the colors blend together seamlessly. And then, just because we've been blending for a little bit, I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that Ace of Beauty shadow and just touch up my lid shade to make sure everything is nice and pigmented. Moving on to the skin, I'm going in with this Milani Prime Perfection Hydrating and Pore Minimizing Primer. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this all over the face. I love this primer. It's so good, and my makeup applies so well on top of it. And then for foundation, I'm going in with the oldie but a goodie, the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. Now, I'm at that awkward stage where, like, I'm a little too tan for some of my foundations, and I'm a little too light for other foundations because I am losing my tan from summer. So this foundation is a teeny bit light on me, but I made it work for the day. But anyways, I'm just applying my foundation like normal, and just taking my beauty blender and bouncing it into the skin, making sure to go around the hairline, around the jawline, and down the neck so that we don't have any kind of foundation lines. Now I'm going to take this NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Universal. I'm taking the contouring side, and I'm going to go ahead and put some of this in the cheekbones, and then I kind of go up in like a little triangle shape. Don't ask me why. I've just always applied my contour like this, like my cream contour, and it's always worked for me. So anyways, I am also taking this around the temples, around the forehead, the jawline, and down the sides of the nose, just to add some dimension to the face. And then I'm taking that same Milani concealer that we used to prime the lids, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in all the places I want to highlight on the face, and that's going to be underneath the eyes, on the forehead, on the nose, chin, and Cupid's bow. These are all the areas that you want to bring forward and bring light to. So then I'm actually going to blend in my contour first. I have been doing this thing where I've been letting my concealer sit for a second and kind of dry. So I'm just taking this little Luxie small contouring brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start blending in this cream contour. I'm blending the sides where the concealer meets. I'm kind of blending those together and pushing this product into the skin. Now, whenever you blend in your cream contour, you never want to blend down. On your cheekbones, you want to blend the way that you put the product on. So you're going to blend back towards your ear and then up. And then same thing for around the hairline and the temples. You're going to blend back into the hairline. And once I have that blended in, I am just taking my beauty blender and I'm going to go ahead and start blending in this concealer. Now, since this concealer is super duper light, I am taking the end of the beauty blender and blending it and then flipping it over to the side where I blended in my foundation and just kind of like tapping over the edges to make sure that this concealer blends right with the foundation and the contour. Okay, and to be honest with y'all, I have no idea what happened to the footage of me blending the rest of my concealer in, but apparently we're just jumping straight into powder. So, I am taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and I'm just taking this on my beauty blender, which is still a little bit damp, and I'm taking this powder and just pressing it in all the places that we just put that concealer, just to lock in the brightness and to keep my face from creasing in any areas. Now, to set down the bronzer, I'm going in with this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer on this little Sonia Kashuk brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit all the places that we put that cream contour just to set it down and kind of intensify the look a little bit. I'm doing the same thing as whenever I was blending in the cream contour. I am blending this powder up, never down. If you blend it down, it will just make your face look saggy and defeat the purpose of contouring. And also, as you can see, I'm using this brush too to wipe away any excess powder. Like I said earlier, my foundation is a little light, so I don't want to be too lightened with this powder. So that's why I'm just using this brush that has a little bit of bronzer on it to kind of like wipe away the powder, just so everything kind of evens out a little bit. I don't know if that makes any sense, and I really don't know if it even works, but I did it, and, you know, it made me feel better about being pale, so, yeah. Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the eyes off. I'm taking this little MŌDA liner brush and that black shade, and I'm just putting this super, super close to the lower lash line, just right in the, I was going to say eyelash bed, but I don't think that's a thing. I'm just going to say lash line. Put it right in the lash line. And then I'm taking that little blending brush that we used earlier, and I'm taking a smidge of the cinnamon shade, and I'm just going to begin blending at this black shade, really smoking out the lower lash line and bringing that shade down. And then I'm taking some of the Dusty Rose shade on this bigger brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend at the edges, once again smoking it out even more. So for blush, I'm going in with this Lorac blush in the shade Cinematic. It's a really pretty kind of like dark mauve shade. It's perfect for fall. This is personally my favorite fall blush. So I'm taking this on this little Luxie brush, and I'm applying this to the cheekbones and the apples of the cheeks for an all-over flushed look. And then for highlight, I'm taking this beautiful Diamond Glow powder by Artist Couture, and it's in the shade Purple Dream, and it really is a purple dream. It is beautiful. Like, the camera picks up the pigmentation and the color, but honestly, it still looks so much prettier in person. Like, this is a beautiful highlight. However, I am only keeping this highlight on the cheekbones just because I don't want to highlight the center of my face with a colored highlighter. So for the rest of my face, I'm going in with this Wet n Wild Loose Highlighting Powder. And I'm taking this on the same brush. It's just a little Morphe brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the chin, cupid's bow, nose, and then above the eyebrows with this highlighter just to kind of balance everything out. I honestly love, love, love this highlighter. It's so pretty, and I just really don't like the look of colored highlights in the center of my face. I would just much rather go with a more neutral highlight in the middle of the face and then go bright on the cheeks. And then I went off camera and I did my brows, my liner, my lashes, and put some glitter on the lid. This is the glitter that I used. It's in the shade Beauty Beam. And then the lashes that I'm wearing are just the Ardell Faux Mink Demi Wispies. They're just really basic lashes. And now I'm just throwing some powder underneath my contour just to clean up the area. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw on my lip shade. I'm going in with these two right here. This NYX Soft Spoken is just a really beautiful kind of muted, pinky, cool toned lip shade. I don't know. I'm really bad at describing shades. Anyways. And then, so I'm putting this one all over the lid. All over the lid. Oh my god. Okay. I'm putting this all over the lips. The lips. And once I get to the darker shade all over the lips, I'm taking that lighter, that kind of like pink shade from Maybelline, and I'm just tapping this in the middle part of the lips just to kind of give that ombre pouty effect. And then I'm just going to wipe that powder away. And lastly, I'm going in with this lip top coat. It is beautiful. Oh my god. I love this top coat. I love it so much. And I think that it goes really well with the glitter on the eyes. And I honestly think this little bit of glitter on the lips brought this whole look together. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is my finished look for the day. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a nice comment, like this video, all of that jazz. And I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye everyone, thanks for watching.